Hey, it is Victoria. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and please go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Today's video is sponsored by Scentbird, and Scentbird is a monthly subscription service that allows you to choose from over 600 designer brands in the fragrance category, as well as skincare and cosmetics. And the skincare category is new. They sent me over some patches, which I absolutely love, that you can wear like under your eyes, and it gets rid of puffiness, but we'll talk about that later. Let's get back on topic, which is how to be unforgettable and how to leave a lasting impression on him. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, so the first tip that I have for you guys to leave a lasting impression and being unforgettable is to be yourself. And I know that sounds cliche and kind of ridiculous, but yes, be yourself. And the reason I say that is because it's really tied in with self-confidence, and having that self-confidence is very, very attractive to others. When you are unapologetically yourself, it is something that makes people just want to leech on to you because you are so confident in yourself. So make sure to be yourself and to just have so much confidence in yourself. Not arrogance. Let me be clear on that. You don't want to be arrogant, but you want to have enough confidence to go into a room and be completely yourself and be comfortable with that. You want to make sure that you love yourself and are so familiar with yourself that you don't have any doubts in regards to who you are, what you like, what you don't like, what your interests are. You don't want to seem fickle about who you are as a person, because if you don't know you, how can anyone else get to know you, and why would they? So make sure that you are yourself and that you exude self-confidence. So the next tip that I have for you all is to critique your originality. And what I mean by that is to have a signature for everything. Have your own trademark for every area of your personality. And what I mean by that is, like, for instance, let's say with perfume, for example, make sure you have a scent that you wear all the time, especially with perfumes and scents, because the sense of smell is most closely linked with memory. So, and what I mean by that is, like, have you ever smelled something and it kind of triggered you to remember something, or maybe jolted you back to childhood and you didn't know why? The reason why is because the sense of smell actually jogs the memory. So with a perfume, I would definitely suggest picking a perfume that would be your signature scent. And if you haven't picked a signature perfume, I would definitely suggest trying out Scentbird's monthly subscription service. And with that, it's only $14.95 a month, and you can kind of pick and choose what type of perfumes you want to wear, or what type of perfume best suits you. I personally like Bulgari, Gucci, and Sydney Carpool. The cool thing about Scentbird is you get to get these designer perfumes for only $14.95 a month that would otherwise cost you $200 for like 300 milliliters. So I would definitely give that a try. And if you are going to try it, I will leave a link in the description box below so you can get 30% off your first month. Not only do you want to have your own signature scent, but you want to have your own signature style. You want to have your own signature walk. You want to have your own signature talk. You want to be so original that people are like, who is that? And the reason what it does is it kind of gives you that flair, that it factor, where people are gonna want to know, like, who is this person? Like, it gives you that sass, that flair, that je ne sais quoi. Make sure that you critique your originality so people will remember you. Stand out in the crowd. That's all I'm saying, is stand out in the crowd and make sure that you own it 100%. It's really gonna make people leech on to you, I promise you. Please take these tips. The next tip that I have for being unforgettable is conversation, and not just any conversation, but witty conversations, because these types of witty, funny conversations are always the memorable ones. It is something about having fun or funny banter between two people that you're going to remember. So try to make sure that you are always having these type of witty, borderline flirty conversations with that person that you want to remember you, such as your crush, or an ex even, or someone that you're interested in. Just make sure you have that fun, witty banter between the two of you, because that is something that you want more of. So you're gonna want more of that from that person. The next tip that I have for you all is eye contact. Make sure when you are having a conversation with your crush or the person that you are interested in to engage in eye contact and this sounds so crazy. You want to make sure that you have like these flirty eyes, and with flirty eyes, you're basically just kind of smiling with your eyes. I'm laughing so hard to myself because if any of you remember, like Tyra Banks called it smizing, and like it took on like a whole other life in the comedy world, so I didn't really want to say smizing, but smize, damn it. With your eyes when you are talking to your crush, make sure that you are smizing. You're smiling with your eyes, kind of like like a flirty kind of I'm doing it now, like a flirty kind of smile when you're talking to the person. You don't have to smile with your lips. You can just kind of, smile. I'm trying so hard not to laugh, but yes, smize with your crush. Another way to be unforgettable, I'm sure you guys have heard of this before, and if you have not heard of this before, jot it down and always keep it with you and memorize it, even if you have to say it 3 times a day, every day for the next 40 days, is to always leave the conversation a little bit early. And kind of like Cinderella with the shoe. You know how Cinderella kind of left the party and the prince went chasing after her? Yes, I know it's Disney, but it applies in the real world, okay? You want to always leave the other person wanting more. So if you can kind of get off the phone a little bit earlier, just like right when the conversation was getting good, or if you are face to face with the person, you're like, oh, you have a call, you just have to go, because what that does is it leaves the person wanting more. Like, hey, but I was, and so they're going to remember you. They're going to want to engage in or pick up the last conversation that they were having with you. They're going to think about you later. So always leave them wanting more. That's definitely going to have you being unforgettable. All right, so the next tip that I have for you all in being unforgettable and how to leave a lasting impression is probably the simplest ones, and this is when you're dealing with your crush or someone that you want to be with, or someone that your crush. So and that's touch. So I've probably hit on all the senses and didn't even realize it, but like, so I've did smell, we didn't do taste, but I have a video on that. Went over smell, taste, visual, like visual contact, that eye contact that I was referring to, and how you look, like your signature style and so on. And then so the next one is going to be touch. Make sure you always, and this is in regards to your crush, make sure that you find a reason to touch them, not inappropriately, because that's inappropriate, but you want to touch them in some sort of way. Like you want to maybe lean in when they're talking to you, kind of lean in, let your shoulder touch theirs, or find a reason to kind of graze their hand, not in a creepy way, just kind of, graze their hand like while they're talking, if it's especially if it's applicable to the conversation, like, kind of, touch their hand or rub their back while they're talking, or find some reason to engage in touch. That is also going to help you in being unforgettable. Finally, my last tip is to listen. Make sure you are listening, especially with regard to a crush. Make sure you are listening to what they have to say. And I'm not saying to be a mute, but make sure that you are doing most of the listening. And the reason I'm giving you guys this advice is because people like to talk about themselves often, and when they are talking about themselves, they end up divulging much information to you. And for some reason, I don't know why, I took psychology for a while, but I probably learned it from that, but after a while, once they have spilled their guts to you, their whole life story. Like, they feel so much closer to you, and you didn't really say much of anything. Like, and they feel so close to you. And once they feel that closeness to you, I feel bad because I feel like this is kind of a trick, but whatever. We're trying to be unforgettable here. But but once they feel like this closeness to you, they're going to want to be around you more often. They're going to want to be, they're going to want to have these conversations more. They're going to feel this closeness to you, and it's because they have divulged so much information about themselves to you, so they feel like that you guys have this bond. So make sure that you are always listening. I hope this has helped someone. I hope you guys are going to take some of these tips and advice. If you do and it has worked, please tag me on Instagram. My Instagram name is @a_beauty_beast. Also, guys, please don't forget that I have started a new vlog channel, a second YouTube channel. It is called Victoria's House. I will link it below, as well as with Scentbird's information. Again, Scentbird has a monthly subscription service that's only $14.95 a month, and it's like, so basically it's $15 a month, and you can get any perfume scent, and you can kind of mix and match it with perfumes as well as skincare, candles. It's really amazing because they have so many different brands, like designer brands. Like I have Gucci, I have oh my god, Sydney Carpool, that smells so freaking good. It's like one of my favorites. It is such a sexy smell, so be sure to look them up. I'm gonna leave the link for their information below, and also I'm gonna leave a coupon code for you guys to get 30% off. And as usual, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.